I'm Brad Levitt, president of AFT Construction. Thank you for tuning into our YouTube channel. Please make sure and like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let us know in the comments any topics you want us to address for the next video. And in this episode, we're going to be speaking about windows. You can see here the depth of this wall and what does that mean. The one thing that we speak about a lot is understanding your plans and specs, right? We've been adamant that it's super important to have designer, architect, builder, landscape architect involved from the very beginning of the project. And really, that really helps the success of the project, the information. That way we understand what we should be building, and it really makes it a better experience for the client and us, the builder. Now, along those lines, that's really important to understand is not only the design specs and architectural specs, but to make sure the design is actually in accordance with the HOA or the CC&Rs. So we are building here in DC Ranch Silverleaf, and one thing that they are adamant about is our window depths. You can see our window sills here. And so what happens is, and this is really important to understand because this affects not only the design of the house and the style, but it also affects the cost of the house. So in Silverleaf, they require us to have a depth, 4 inches or 6 inches that window is set back. And the reason they do that is for style. They don't want windows flush with the exterior wall. And so because of that, we have to build a deeper exterior wall, and that'll allow the window to come back that 4 or 6 inches, and we can fulfill that requirement by the HOA. And there are certain aspects of the house where they have to be 4 inches and some have to be 6. And that's why it's important to understand as we're laying out framing. And really, when you start thinking about cost of lumber and framing costs that we're all dealing with right now, this is important because this is much more expensive to do. And so what we'll do is carefully lay out any exterior walls with windows and put those 2x8, and then we'll try to go to 2x6 in other areas of the home where we can to help save some of those costs. And you may not have noticed it, but the home that we just recently completed in the same HOA subdivision was Arcadia Lights, and Arcadia Lights does have those windows installed by Pella that are set back and recessed to meet that HOA requirement. But this is important to understand HOA because now this will also affect our waterproofing. This is really important to our safety as far as builder, making sure that we're not having any litigation or any lawsuits with water. All of us are concerned about water. That's the biggest issue. So we have to make sure that we do have a negative slope, that's draining away, because now it's a catch basin for any water, rainstorms, monsoons. So we have to make sure this is properly flashed, negative slope, everything's draining away from the house, especially with the window setback. So again, that's a process that we work through with our window installer. Our window companies install themselves. Pella will be doing this home, and they have their own install crew. So it's really important that you understand the HOA because this is a huge cost to the client. It's a huge cost to us, to the builder, if you're not looking at that during that design and CC&R HOA process.